Hey guys, welcome back to another Crypto Pumps video. It's been a really rubbish day. Kaspa is down minus 3.9%, but there is other coins doing a lot worse. It's keeping up. It's doing a lot better than the rest of the coins. But if we have a look at, I just wanted to have a look at the hash rate here. We're still holding steady above 600 petahash, so that's good. I always keep an eye on that. Other news, Mara, who are the biggest Bitcoin mining company, they've released their quarter three statement, and you can see that they have Bitcoin, but they're also still mining Kaspa, or they hold Kaspa, so they have 34,817,000 Kaspa. So I don't really care whether they mine Kaspa or not, but it's good advertising because they only mine two coins, Bitcoin and Kaspa, and that's it. So, and they're the biggest miner in the world, so that's pretty cool. Chris here, who's part of the Nacho team, has asked, let's talk stables. Any update for the community on USDC or similar coming to Kaspa? And Gigawatt coin, I believe, will be one for sure on Kaspa, but that's being developed by the KII, and I think that's for energy companies to trade amongst themselves. I don't think we'll be using that one. Chris says that's for a different, more institutional purpose. Circle on Kaspa will be a real deal. And Johnny, who works for the KEF, he's one of the people that had a meeting. Johnny and Wolfie had a meeting with Circle, and they went through their options. And JH, which is Johnny, says, I have to be accurate, at Circle on Kasplex, not Kaspa L1 directly. They are asking if we want a bridge tomorrow, or they can put us on native USDC for 2026 quarter one. Also checking if they can do an AMA with Kasplex to explain the difference. This would be very helpful, because what I remember, Johnny tried to explain the difference before, that in both cases there's going to be a bridge, but if it stays on the L1, the Circle will be responsible for maintaining the bridge, and if it goes on the L2, Kasplex will be responsible for maintaining the bridge. Don't hold me to that. I'm pretty sure that's what Johnny said before when he was doing a talk on it. But it'd be great to get an AMA for them to explain the difference and the advantages, disadvantages to both. Seb had a good point down here. Native would mean using Kaspa addresses, and on Kasplex it would mean using EVM addresses. So Ethereum virtual machines, so contract addresses, and then this one would be like Kaspa addresses. So the usual one, Kaspa, and then the long line of numbers that we're used to. So we'll have to wait and see, but it's very exciting. So what I'm going to show you here is, if you don't know what USDC is, you have USDT, which is a stable coin that is owned by Tether, and then you have USDC, which is another stable coin owned by Circle, and they're pegged 1-to-1 with the dollar. So they're not really volatile like the rest of the cryptos that we use. So when you're cashing out some of your crypto, you will cash out to stable coins. And then it won't be so volatile, your money will be all right, it'll follow the dollar, even though the dollar is going down, but slowly, the value. But we have a few different ones here just to show you. So Binance, which I probably should delete because everybody's deleting their Binance account, but I'm like, if they do get on Binance in the end, they really want to delete it and then sign back up to it again, because they have such a high swap rate. You can swap a lot at once on Binance. So we'll see. We'll have a think about it. Let me know in the comments. Should I delete it like everybody else, or should I I don't think Binance is going to care if I delete my account or not. But we have them here. So if I have a USDC network, so when you want to send your USDC from wallet or from exchange to exchange, it'll ask you what network you want to send it over. So here's the networks. We have Binance Smart Chain, and it has a zero fee for some reason there, and the time is 1 minute. On ETH, it's going to cost you $1.20, and it's going to take 2 minutes. On Polygon, it's going to be like 3 cents, and it's going to take a minute. On Solana, it's going to be 50 cents. It's going to take a minute. Base is $1 and 5 minutes. Arbitrum, 17 cents, 1 minute. XLM, $1, 1 minute. So they're all different prices. There's a lot of them there on Binance. If I go to Kraken has it as well. This is USDC, and select the network that you want to send it over. So again, this time it doesn't show you the time, it just shows you the price. Ethereum is 85 cents. Inc USDC says no fee. I'm not familiar with Inc. SUI is $1.5. Solana is basically $1. $2 on Arbitrum, $2, $2, $2, $1 Polygon, $1 Polygon, $2 base, $1 Avalanche, and $1 Sonic. And if we go to MEXC, same thing. I've selected USDC. It's asking me to select the network, what I want to send my USD over. And you can see it tells you the time again here, 1 minute and 0. Binance Smart Chain is free on this. Solana is 50 cents and it'll take a minute. Ethereum is 65 cents. It'll take 3 minutes. Base is 2 minutes and it'll be 10 cents. It looks like, yeah. And then, you know, it just continues on, goes on and on and on, you know. So these are the networks that are available to send USDC. So in the future, we're going to see Kaspa in here. We'll be able to select Kaspa's network and expected arrival. I'm not sure because on the exchanges, it's going to be, there's confirmations that has to go through. So it adds time, but it will be way faster than these guys, because these have to go through confirmations as well. And then the fee will be .0000.1. It'll be a fraction of a cent. It'll be cheaper than all these, even though this one says it's free. But I don't know if this is the case all the time, and it's not the case on all exchanges. But the fee for Binance is way less than a cent, or sorry, the fee for Kaspa. So it'll be interesting to see it pop up on all these lists. It'll actually be exciting to see Kaspa on all these lists here, and we'll be able to select it. And USDC seems to be a more regulated stablecoin than USDT. There seems to be people after them, or it's not totally above board, but USD seems to be following all regulations and the way it's supposed to be. I think it's just in the US. It might be in Europe as well, but it seems to be a better one to be using. You know, there's not going to be anybody arguing over us using it. And I asked Grok as well just to see USDC issued by Circle is a leading stablecoin with a circulation supply of approximately 75.7 billion as of early November. So that's 75.7 billion of USDC is in existence or in circulation at the moment. So if Kaspa even got a fraction of that, it's not at the start. A lot of people are going to be cagey. Even though Kaspa has been well tested and has been around now for 4 years and it has no outages. So to me, that's been proper tested. So, but I mean, people will start using it. They might use it once or twice, and then corporations will get in there and enterprises, and they'll start using it as well. And eventually we'll see the volume come up, which is great because miners are going to get more fees for this and the hash rate will go back up, and it's great to secure the network. So that's why I'm excited about stable coins coming to Kaspa. So we'll just have to wait and see whether it's going to be on chain or if it's going to be on Kasplex. So we'll see what happens. And hopefully I'm supposed to be having Eyal at Fish Tuna from X. He's X-Dag Labs. I hope to have him on with me on Sunday. I'm still waiting to hear about a time in the morning, and we're going to go through why Lightning does not solve Bitcoin's issues. But just to show you here, like this is Lightning at the moment. So on Lightning, AWS went down, which is a big server, you know, like a cloud kind of. And it has on the 90-day, I see a drop. Didn't realize so many used AWS. Looks like we lost a fair few nodes that day. Dropped up to 15,000 nodes, which to be fair was how many nodes I thought we had anyway. Kind of nice to see it's in the 20Ks now, you know. So that's some drop in nodes, you know. That's the thing about Kaspa and this push we're doing on nodes. I think we're up at 750 nodes now or something like that. And they're in people's houses, you know, and they cost nothing to run. Whereas on Lightning, they're on servers, you know, that when they go down, a shit ton of nodes go down as well. So it's not good. And this one, a significant Amazon Web Services outage can cause disruptions and temporary downtime for some participants and services within the Bitcoin Lightning Network, but it would not cause the network to fail entirely due to its decentralized nature. This is kind of a contradiction, I think. That same paper observed that 10% of nodes were holding 80% of Bitcoin capacity, and 50% of nodes held 99% of capacity in certain snapshots. So it doesn't look very decentralized. I mean, if wherever these nodes are that are holding the majority of the Bitcoin capacity, if they go down, then you know the network is not going to be too good for Lightning. But yeah, I hope to have Eyal on Sunday, and we're going to talk about this. I'm going to try and keep it simple. I want to use it to help Bitcoin maxis get a better understanding of the issues with Bitcoin and why Kaspa fixes that and why they can hold Bitcoin and Kaspa. You know, they just have to get at the problem and fix it. You know, but they just have their head in the sand at the moment and don't seem to want to do that. But anyway, that was all the news. If you found it helpful, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Cheers.